Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Alright, so welcome. Take two. This is my self-portrait project. What am I doing? Anyway. So my core values. Honestly, I don't know how another way to say that maintaining good vibes is a core that I don't know like what the proper way to say that would be, but most I think like my central thing is just maintaining good vibes. Let me just elaborate on that. So I would consider myself a very spiritual person. This isn't like I feel like everyone says that, but I mean this in like a different way. Like I actually do a lot of meditation and like candle work and like aligning my chakras and like, let me just show you some of this. So we had like a full pink moon. Ignore the Starbucks in the back. We had a full pink moon the other day. Baby was dead. Anyway, we had a full moon, pink moon the other day, and like there was like really high spiritual energy. So I'll do petitions and stuff like this, and these are like some nice herbs, and I have this over here. This is also like just nice herbs. Just kind of move it around, give it a good look. I'm just exposing myself, but yeah. So I know what you're probably thinking. Brujeria. But no. It's more about just maintaining like my connection with the world in like a spiritual way. Very hippie and stuff like that. So part of what makes me me is just having those good vibes because it also plays into my spirituality. Like the belief that whatever energy you put out is the energy that you get back. Like that is real. Is real. But anyway. So the way this makes me me, or at least plays into a part of who I am, is that I don't know like all those people are just like I'm a nice person, but like I can't say no to people. I like treating people the way that I would like to be treated, and that includes being just overly nice even when people don't deserve it. Like I don't believe in like battling hate with hate. I mean, I'm not saying that we should like celebrate people who are hateful, but it's like I like what I feel like just generating more hate in a hateful environment just doesn't get us anywhere. Like it's you're just going around in circles at that point. I have such a big thing about this, and there are people who can disagree with this, but I don't know. It's just me. Anyway, treating people the way that I want to be treated is just like another one of my core values. Another one would just be staying a genuine person, like be me at all times, like no masks, none of that. Honestly, if people don't like you for who you are, why would you exhaust yourself by trying to be someone else or like wear a different personality? Like, bro, just be yourself. And being genuine can stretch to like other aspects. It doesn't always have to be like your personality. It could be like not doing things for ulterior motives or not doing things to just get a reward out of them, just doing things because you want to do it. Like I think that if you're doing things just to impress others, that's not true to you or like genuine to the other person as well. I don't think I have any other core values. I think a good quote to leave off this section would be from Lion King: "Look beyond what you see." Okay, so what do I want the most for me? $20 million. Coronavirus just disappear. Besides that, I think what I want the most, at least for myself right now, is to just know what the hell I'm doing. Like I have a plan, and I'm obviously trying to follow that like as much as I can. The thing is, I don't really think anyone knows what they're doing. They kind of just do it, but I don't know how to just do it. I'm Adidas. I'm not Nike. The thing is, I think that I just want everything right now, like just like give it to me. And the thing is, these things take time, and I feel like that's just the way that everyone is. The American society is just like everything has to be right now, but it's so unrealistic. I think it was one good grades. Kimberly. really help me. I think another thing that I want for myself right now is just genuine happiness.
How you are, you just have to say that you're fine.
The thing I mean by that is that like I can feel happy for a second and like the God, my emotions are so inconsistent and it's just it sucks. Depression gang. And like I've been like trying like to help with this. I have my own coping mechanisms and stuff like that, but like I know that it's not an easy, like it's not just one day and it's gone. Like this is a process. But I just hope that one day I can get to a place where I'm just like genuinely like consistently happy. Just anyway, another thing I want is just like a job that I'm okay with. That I mean like just doing art. Please just let me do art. It's so much fun. Or something with like, God, I hated working in food. I'm never doing that ever again. But I'm gonna need a degree first. I think the bottom line is that for myself, I just want me to be in a better place that I am in right now and have just a really good, consistent mental health. I will get there one day. I'm speaking it into fruition. What matters the most to me is my mental health and probably the mental health of like my loved ones. And something my friends tell me a lot is that I have a tendency to put others above me and kind of care about others more than I care about myself. And I admit it's kind of a problem. But here's the thing. My thing is that when the people around me are happy, it makes me happy. So it's kind of like a, yeah, I help you, you help me. You be happy, it makes me happy. I have like a long list of like loved ones and people who like matter the most to me right now. That's literally the thing that matters the most to me right now is that list of people and the order that they're in. There's just I feel like people are my priority. Like I don't know if there's anything else that's my priority besides my mental health. It's people and keeping them just happy and like in my circle. I notice now that I put people in front of what's most important to me instead of like, you know, schoolwork or stuff like that, but okay, I think, God, first thing that comes to mind when I think of what I've given up for just my future is just my mental health. I think another thing would just be work, because I was working, but that didn't work my schedule, so I had to drop work. I work, I meant a job, Kimberly, don't kill me, please. I think I elaborated what I wanted for my future. Let me just elaborate real quick. So here's my fantasy future that I have planned out for myself. So after I graduate from Cal State Fullerton, thanks mom and dad, hopefully, actually no, not hopefully, I will get a job in the field that I want to. I'm thinking animation. And then with the money I make from that job, I'll be able to get my own house and move out. And hopefully with my significant other, please. And probably have about like 10 cats and like 10 dogs. Yeah. In this economy, that probably ain't gonna happen. But I will have at least 1 cat and 1 dog. The house is a thing. I was talking about the cats and dogs. Anyway, things that I've given up to achieve this goal of mine is just my mental health and also having a job and money. Luckily, my parents are supporting me. Thank you, mom and dad. I will get that education. Mark my words. I feel like most of my obstacles that I have overcome are just all of my mental health. Like why is that such a problem for me? But after talking to a therapist, shout out to Elena, that's my homegirl, kind of helped me elaborate on like why I'm having such a problem with this now. I mean, it's not bad as it was before, but it's still like a persistent problem that I'm like getting over with. And as for the future, I feel like it's still going to be something that I'm gonna have to get over with, and I'm gonna probably deal with it in hopefully a better way than I have been dealing with, obviously. The factor in most of the obstacles that I like go through is just like my personal life. Like, why is my personal life so hard? I have no doubts that it's probably going to be the same in the future, but you know what? We will get there when we get there. We're going to beat the heck out of it. Like, I got this. Okay, shout out to Kimberly.
Yes,
I feel
sir.
like this class has like taught me a lot about myself. A lot. On a surface level, it probably wouldn't show, but I think a thing that I learned the most is that there's always room for improvement. So things that I've gone about doing or things that I've seen other people doing and behaviors I've seen other people do are not normal, and things that I shouldn't tolerate or things that I shouldn't do myself. As well as how to like spot these behaviors and then how to deal with them in a healthy like way. Another thing I learned is time management, something that I don't have a good like I have no grasp on time management, I'm not gonna lie. And also how to not have a fixed mindset and have a growth mindset, which is like something that I like to think that I've always had, but like at least I can identify things that I need to like work on, and also like I can use these things to enlighten others, because there's plenty of people in my life who just do not have a growth mindset. Lecture the heck out of everyone. There's like a lot of things about this class that impacted me, but God, Jeremy's speech, dude, that touched me, dude. Like, I have that quote written down: "Do not be replaceable." Like that's one of my new core values. I'm taking that. Another thing that like impacted me was just everything. Honestly, like having a professor as cool as Kimberly. Like I don't think I'm gonna be able to go back to having any other like professor. Thank you. This is also like something that probably everyone had, but I did not. How to talk to a professor because I have severe social anxiety. Let me just go off on a tangent about this, because if anything needs to be in my self-portrait thing, it's my social anxiety. On a surface level, I don't know how this works, but sometimes a switch goes off in my brain, and it's just like the social anxiety switch, and I could be totally cool with someone I've known for years, my best friend that I've known since like 5th grade. A switch will go off and all of a sudden I'm just like super aware, and like I start thinking about like my breathing. Am I breathing too loud? Or my hands just like, what do I do with my hands? Like is she noticing what I'm doing with my hands? Is she noticing that I'm not talking enough? Like, is anyone looking at me right now? What do I say? Am I saying too much? Am I not saying enough? What I'm saying like it's stupid? Like I don't know how it happens. It's probably it's like severe anxiety. It's like really, I have gotten better with it, I guess, but it's still something that happens. Like the other day I went to the kitchen to get some water, like, you know, just some plain old water, my water thing, whatever. The entire time I was walking to the kitchen, I was just freaked out because my parents are just chilling on the couch. Yes, this happens with my parents too. Before you ask, no, I'm not at anything. I'm drug free. I drink sometimes. Like obviously, hey, 21 birthday, but like no. But the entire time I was walking to the kitchen, I was just super like, fuck, are they looking at me? Are they looking at my hands? Because I don't know what to do with my hands. Like, where do I put them? I put them at my sides. I'm gonna walk normally. I'm gonna go to get some water. And then as I was pouring the water, I put my hand on my hip. And then I was like, that's fucking weird. Let me take my hand off my hip. I think they noticed that I put my hand on my hip. What am I doing? It was bad. And I think my parents like know that I'm like this because they're just so patient. And I'm just like, thank you. Okay, tangent over. I just had to put that in my self-portrait assignment because that is a part of who I am. My social anxiety will always be a part of who I am. I hope it won't be one day because I'm just trying, but it is what it is. Anyway, me learning how to talk to professors and like being comfortable with it coming from this class it's helped a lot. Thank you, Kimberly.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I think something I tell the next class is to just have an open mind and be here to like, you know, get engaged with the discussion, dude. Because honestly, like, when I started off with this class, I was just like, no, I'm not talking. But as time went on, and being on Zoom happened. After I started engaging with the conversation, I feel like I had gotten more out of the class than I had previously. Honestly, I think that, like, my experience with this class wasn't bad. I just think that I'm just super shy, so it just affected a lot of things. But after I had become a little bit more comfortable, that's when, like, I was like, oh, this kind of hit. I would also tell the next class that y'all should, do all the work. And also, don't be afraid to get deep with it, dude. Like, we're all here to be vulnerable. Like, let's just spread out the good vibes, dude. Like, we got this. You'll be good. You'll get it. You got this. Wish I knew that I would spend the rest of the semester on Zoom. But besides that, probably I wanted to know that I didn't have to, just sit in the back of the class and, like, not say anything. I actually had to talk to people to, like, get the most out of this class. Because I'm not gonna lie, when I walked in, I was like, I could just, like, sit here and just, like, whatever, just another ass class semester. But that was not the case. God, I wish I'd spoken up more. Okay, so here's the thing. I feel like since I haven't spoken up more or talked or anything, it probably gave other people, like, a different perception of who I am as a person, and it's just, God, you were so wrong. But that's okay. It's my fault. Another bingo would just be like, knowing which days not to skip. Because right towards our last few days of class that we actually had in person together, I was just like, I'm sick and it's also raining. Peace out. I gotta stay home and do my own thing. The thing is, I was sick, so I wasn't gonna come in regardless, but God, if I had known those were our last few weeks of, like, class face-to-face together, dude, I would have showed up. Just kidding, I'm not gonna get everyone sick, but like, and I would have wanted to. Yeah, I liked it. I think what I specifically liked about the class was just, like, the discussion, like that open discussion, that raw, deep emotion discussion. Like, I like that. I like conversation like that, and I feel like having more open discussions about, like, topics that are, really real in people's lives or just should be normalized, honestly. And it was, like, a nice, like, breakaway from, I would say, like, the normal class grind, like math and history type of thing. Go into this class and just kind of, like, it feels like such a safe space, and, like, I love that. I do have, like, my own support groups of, like, friends and stuff that I have discussions like that with, and it's like having that replicated with a different demographic of people is just like beautiful. The thing that I disliked about the class was, like, I'm gonna be honest, the success center, like, workshop things. I hated that. I hated that so much. Like, I'm gonna be honest, just can't. I've set, like, 3 alarms before a success center workshop and then somehow still miss it. Like, how? I mean, that's actually just a me thing, honestly. There's, like, I'm the problem. Still, I did not like it, so I'm putting it on the list of things that I did not like. Anywho, yeah, that's all I could think of if I'm being brutally honest. Like, I had a nice time. It was a cool class. Like, I would 100% recommend this class to, like, any other student, because I feel like this gives you, hear me out. I feel like this class gives, like, genuine insight on just how to be a better student, how to be a better person, how to be successful, and in such a, like, real way. Like, honestly, if I fail all my classes after this, I'm sorry, Kimberly, but that won't happen. Like, not only did this class, like help me become just a better person and, like, more successful, I would say. I mean, I can't say it helped me become more successful because, like, what success have I accomplished lately? But I feel like it was also just really inspiring just to be in, if that made any sense. Like, after taking this class, I feel like I just want to be, like, this better person, this better example, set a better example for myself. But not only, like, wanting better for myself, but also wanting better for others around me, and, like, maybe identifying toxic, unhealthy behavior and, like, being able to you know, show them that there's another way to deal with things, and you know, showing them in a healthy way instead of like being like, bro, you're being dumb right now, but actually taking the steps to help this person out. Because like, I'll admit there's a lot of things that like I thought was okay that other people were doing, and then after taking this class I was like, wait a minute, that's not healthy. So yeah, I'd recommend this class. Anyway, this concludes my self-portrait project. I hope this gave you some insight on who I am as a person, and if it didn't, I am so sorry. Stan Kirby and Stan BTS.